Hello once again, my YouTube friends. I got an email from one of my YouTube followers, Panguera. Well, he's not my follower, but he liked one of my recipes. And he asked me if I could make yuca. I'm sorry, not yuca. If I could make Alcapurias. And I said, let me get together a couple of recipes and then we'll experiment. So we're going to try this recipe. A couple of bananas, a couple of plantains, 2 yautía. Should be white. They didn't have white, so I got whatever they got, which was red, like a reddish yautía, purple. And we're going to add some yuca to the mix. And we'll see how they come out. Experimenting, that's how I do it until I get the right. This is how we peel it. Get your peeler and peel it real nice. The cassava. They eat a lot of this stuff in Santo Domingo. We do too in Puerto Rico. Yuca. Cassava. Very simple to peel if you have the right peeler. And this is the yautía. Simply going to peel the yautía like this. Like so. Very simply done. Our plantains. We peel like this. Couple of slits along. Grab it around wherever you could. Just peel it off. Peel it off. Very simply done. And we shall continue. Okay, Panguera. Now that we have our veggies all peeled, our bananas, our yuca, our yautía, yuca, banano. Now, we're gonna old-fashioned Indian way. I think I'm going to have to get a better peeler than this, though. So now, it should be okay. This is the yuca. There's like little hairs in the middle. Yuca is very white. It's a root vegetable. Cassava. Very, very popular in Santo Domingo. Very popular in all Latin countries. But Santo Domingo is a special connection between yuca and Santo Domingo, just like plátanos. There's a special connection between Dominicans and plátanos, plantains, green bananas, or green plantains. So Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, basically, we're the ones that make Alcapurias like this. No, Puerto Rico is the crib for Santo Domingo. That's where they end up when they cross the ocean there. They end up in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico gives Dominicans a helping hand all the time. So now we did that, so now we do the banana the same way. The banana's more gooey. And so forth. And we'll keep doing this until we have everything nicely pureed. Okay, so now we're just about finished grinding all the, watch yourself because this is a knuckle grinder. Grinding all the veggies. We're almost down to the last one, the last yautía. It should be white yautía, but they didn't have no white ones. So I got the, what they call, like reddish or burgundy type, purple, something like that. Okay, folks, now that we incorporated the mixture, I use my hand to mix it up real good. Mix it up real good, or you could use a blender. And annatto, it's very important that you get annatto seeds, put them in some olive oil, and put in about a quarter cup of annatto oil. It's the flavor, and the fat goes into the. It's the flavor of the annatto, and actually the fat in it, also the fat that we mix it with, that helps this masa, this puree of root vegetables and bananas. I'm going to let it sit a couple of hours before I start. Okay, folks, now that we made the batter for the Alcapurias, we're going to make a typical Puerto Rico style sofrito. I say Puerto Rico because these are ingredients that our native people use in Puerto Rico, but it's also used by Dominicans. Mexicans do it a different way, a different flavor. Dominicans have their own flavor to it. But it's all similar, especially Dominican and Puerto Rican cooking. They use all these ingredients. Like garlic, red bell peppers, green peppers, cilantro, Spanish parsley, cilantro. Culantro is another form of cilantro, but it's a thick leaf. It's a thick leaf. It's very, very, very strong. It's a wonderful flavor in soups and stews. It's used a lot by tropical people from the islands, like Jamaicans and all those beautiful islands out there. I'm not gonna name them all now, but Tobago, all those places. They use these ingredients. Shallots are used a lot. They never used them so much. I never seen them using them in the Puerto Rican kitchen in my house. But I got to experiment with them, and they taste wonderful. In the cooking, they taste real good, especially when they're mixed with green peppers. Now that's the batter over here. I left it in the fridge overnight because I really have time to keep doing this project for Pangera and my YouTube followers. Now, we're going to make a wonderful sofrito so we can get that flavor from the island. We're going to use onions, we're going to use shallot, We're going to use jalapenos if you want. I'm not going to use them. I don't use them in Puerto Rican sofrito. We are going to use the Spanish parsley, recaíto, Spanish parsley, or cilantro. This is another form of a Spanish cilantro type of flavor, but it's more stronger and it's very good. Just you have to combine all these ingredients at proper portions, and it doesn't matter if you're going to make a big batch. You mix this together, mix all these together. You figure I don't like to add the onions or the shallots or the garlic to this when I freeze it and I put it in the refrigerator so I could use it other times. I don't add the garlic to it either. The only thing I add to this when I put it away in the freezer is the culantro, the cilantro, the bell peppers, and that's basically it. And the rest I cut fresh. I cut my carrot. Don't forget my carrot. My carrot is another addition that was not. The shallots were not used in my kitchen. I picked the shallots up later as I experimented with different flavors, and also the carrots were not there either. I use carrots also in my sofrito. I love carrots. Okay, folks, I brought out Mighty Mike, and we're gonna do the sofrito. I washed everything good. I mixed the culantro and cilantro leaves together, and we put it inside Mighty Mike. Okay, folks, let's grind this down. Okay, so now we rinsed our pepper. To cut a pepper, you have to have a sharp knife. Cut it up like this. Chop it up monster style. Don't have time to be. Not necessary anyway. Okay, folks, I'm going to show you some knife skills now. We're going to cut this onion. Cut it in half. No matter if you get a couple of little skin there, it's not gonna harm you. Shallot the same way. Shallot. Peel out the outer skin. Shallot is strong. Stronger than the onion. It made me cry a little bit. We're gonna be there for the sofrito, for the alcapurrias that we're gonna make. Hey, why not a jalapeno too, right? Let me rinse it out real quick. Throw a jalapeno in there. Take out the veins. So that's where the heat is at, really. Juliani, cut it across the other way. So jalapeno, we have the onions, we have the shallot, we have the jalapeno, we have to add the garlic, and we're done. Okay, so now make the garlic. I don't know if I showed it, but to make sure, I'm going to do it again. Always cut that nub off. That's it. I see most chefs, most cooks don't cut it, but I do. I don't like fixing pieces of garlic in my food. Enough garlic anyway. I'm not has shallots. That should be enough. Okay, so let's start the sofrito that we just cut up. I'm going to add some olive oil. Don't buy this olive oil. Olive oil is no good. No flavor to it. Costs $11, no good. Get the Goya olive oil, if you're gonna. The Goya olive oil is good. Can't leave it too. Olive oil burns real quickly. Or you gotta take it out. We're gonna add the stuff that we just cut up. And we grind it up. Don't leave it in the fire too long. Don't let the garlic burn. I took it off the fire now. We just want it translucent. We don't want to cook this too much. Remember I told you about my carrots? My carrots have to go in there. Oh, this part of my marrow part, my sofrito goes with my carrots. Have to go in there. It's a sweet flavor. I don't know, it just does something to the sofrito that I miss it when I don't put in the carrots or if I don't put in the garlic. Let's get the meat now out of the fridge. This is going to be the meat for the Alcapurrias, and we're going to mix it with our sofrito that we made. I have seasoned this meat, and I have put it in the fridge. Now we're going to mix it in with the sofrito. A little more olive oil. Now we're going to add some freshly ground cumin that I ground, and I put it in here. I ground it in my spice grinder. Put in about this much. Not too much. Like a quarter teaspoon. Or 2/4 teaspoons. I'm not crazy about overpowering food. Adobo. Get your favorite kind of adobo. Put it in. It has all flavors in there. Good. Freshly ground pepper. Now I'm going to show you a nice and easy way to store your sofrito. By the way, if you see these marks in my hands, don't think the wrong thing. I was working in my car and I got scratched up, just in case. I'm going to show you an easy way to store your sofrito and use it whenever you need it. I put it into my ice cube maker. Right there. I mean, you need to remember this stuff is potent. This stuff is not cut down like the stuff they make it that sell in the store. It's all it is a bunch of onions and a bunch of stuff. This is pure. This is good. This is not commercial. This is for the house. So you're going to store it into these. I only made a little sofrito, but this will give you an idea of how to make this delicacy, so you can impress your friends when you cook. You say, where did you get those flavors from? How did you cook those beans with such a good flavor? So now we put them in the ice maker, and we let them freeze, and we take them out and we put them in a plastic. Remember, folks, whenever you fry, no matter if it's chicken, whatever it may be, always try to use a heavy pan, maybe even heavier than this, but this is pretty heavy. This is not bad. And your food won't burn. If you use a light pan, it tends to burn and smoke. It's no good. Don't do it. You're going to have a bad experience. Okay, let's try it. See what happens. I'm using a half cup to measure. Half cup. And now, the best way that I found to do this is like this. I have to spread it out. Spread it out real well with your meat. Not too much meat because you don't want it to. Make sure your meat is nicely seasoned, nicely salty. It tastes good. not bland, it's not good for me. So you have to manipulate this. In order so you can cover the meat. It works well this way for me. When you eat Alcapurrias, you have to work. Or you have to buy the nasty ones they sell at the restaurants, all full of grease. I don't eat them because of that. Should be done right there. Okay. That one is done. Hold up any. It's like working with plastic, the same way. Okay folks, don't now bring the temperature up to 300 like I said before, 350. Keep the temperature at medium because this takes a while to fry. And if you take it out too early, it will be raw inside. So this is the way I'm doing it, and it works fine. Should have been a little hotter, but I raised the heat up right now. And when it starts boiling, I raise the heat down again. Because if you put it in too hot, then it's gonna like get too tan too quickly. It's gonna tan. It's gonna get a dark color. I'm going to get you some parchment paper like this. And half. And a quarter. And you're going to cut it like this. And a quarter. And that's how you're going to use measuring cup, a half cup. Put it in there. Now that we spread it on the parchment paper, put a little meat on the top, not too much because then it's not gonna. And you're going to manipulate it until you bury it. There it is. It's done. I'm going to fry it.